Hey there, so my name is Pierre Louis and I am interested about becoming a member of the biddytarot company. What makes me actually make me want to become a member actually, first of all, is synchronicity. Because I just came back from a family reunion in the islands actually, and I usually call it my own spiritual retreat because it's a really magical island at the end of the day. And I just came across this application the very first day I came back to America, and I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. This is something I love doing. I've been doing it for years upon end, and I was like, maybe I can turn it into like a legitimate job. You know what I mean? So synchronicity got me the courage that I needed to actually apply for this job, especially since the application ends tomorrow. So I'm practically right there by the deadline. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. I have been doing tarot readings for like about 3-4 years now. I have actually been taught by one of my teachers was this Suzanne Rudolph, actually. She was a really powerful, prominent psychic who worked at the Avalon Beyond New Age store downtown Orlando. I was one of her passing students for both her intuitive tarot and her mediumship class as well. Those were just interesting times. So since then, I have been working with several tarot cards. I am also myself, my spiritual background, I've studied and practiced Wicca. I have done Druidism for a little bit as well. Have dabbled with Celtic mysticism, as well as currently working with African spirituality. But however, and also Buddhism as well. However, I can't just stuck to just one spiritual practice. I'm more versatile. I like to have, I can't say all the knowledge, but I just like to learn, especially when it comes to the spiritual aspect of things. So I incorporate a lot of things of different religions into my own little spiritual practice, as well as my readings as well. And a lot of my teachings have come out during my readings. Well, a lot of the Ascended Master teachings come out during the readings, and it helps a lot with some of the clients that I end up developing with this community. That's another thing though. Like, Biddy Tarot is more focused on everywhere around the United States, maybe even around the world. My own practice, my own like tarot readings have been mostly focused on like Central Orlando, and I want to get more out there. And I figured this company, especially with all its resources, can definitely help me with that. In addition to that, also help me improve what I need to do when it comes to, you know, clientele and tarot reader relationships. You know, developing them and also checking up with them, knowing my boundaries, knowing. Just basically, I just want to learn, and this is basically like my first actual real job to work as a tarot reader like that. And so, oh, and I've also had some experience with working with tarot readers in New Orleans as well. They're really wild. They're really awesome too. So that is why I should be a member of the Biddy Tarot Company. I've had plenty of experiences. I've had plenty of, how can I say, encounters with supernatural, spiritual beings. I have helped a lot of my own clients, a lot of spiritual masters who couldn't find their way. I cleared many people's paths, and I'm willing to show this company exactly what I can do.